All right, if you all guys all know, this is my trellis garden, okay? And last year, actually the last couple of years, I've really noticed nothing really grows in the center because your trellis garden, all your fruits grow on top. It shades it, it makes it dark in here, and nothing can really grow. So I decided I'm going to change this up. I'm going to go ahead and move some of this dirt, probably take some dirt out, and then I'm going to go ahead and take loose probably this side, all the T-posts, take them loose from the cattle panels, and I'm probably get like a come along hook to this side and pull this way, which would make the whole thing taller, because it's like 5 foot right here. And to me, I hit my head, I have to duck all the time. But it makes more sense, maybe bringing in, bringing it 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe bringing in right here. That way you get from right here over growing and not a huge waste of space. And if I bring this over this way, that allows me to my lawnmower to pass through a lot easier right here. So that's my next project going to be. I'm going to move this over and get it ready for this year's growing. All right. All right, I've tried to pick these up and it's still stuck in the ground a little bit, so I've got a chain hooked to there on both sides. I'm going to try to use the bucket just to break it loose evenly. All right, that worked really good. And we will go move on over and move this next section and pick that up also. Here we go, let's pick the second one up. Yeah, I like how a plan comes to work. All right, I'll show you what I'm going to do next to slide these things over. All right, you can see I've got two come-alongs. I have a T-post laying right here and over there. I could take these apart individually, but they're all wired as one unit. So my plan is to take the ratchet deals there, and we're going to ratchet them up to pull it this way while I try to keep this portion staying round without getting defunct in one way or another. All right, let's go ahead and start moving it. All right, I've got to start maybe from over here, pushing this to make it kink up, I'm thinking. But we're getting there. And eventually what will happen is these T-posts, I'll pull them and I'll reset them back down over here. But we got to get this tunnel built first. one thing I'm gonna have to do right now. I need to go get some T-post clips and those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it stays to it. It's rising, it's bending, it's doing what it needs to do. So let me go get my clips. I'll bring you back when I get this thing all bent, put together, and get ready to set these babies, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. We're pretty close where I need to be. I'll take a tape measure and I'll make sure I get the same distance from this post right here to over here as down there, and all the way down the same thing. I have added new on each, can't see what I'm pointing at, but new T-post clips on each post to keep that top end tight. It's looking good. Now I haven't pulled that far forward so I can drop my T-post down on the back side a little bit, and then I'll back the fence up to it, but in a straight line. So now let's pull these T-posts. Hey, let me show you this, guys. My homemade T-post puller. Instead of spending a whole bunch of money, the same thing right here. Here we go. Do one more. Let's grab this one. There you go. I don't know what these cost, homemade. T-post, made it have a rod with a platform. Cut that out. There we go. Okay, I'm going to keep pulling the rest of these T-posts, get them set where they kind of need to be, and then we'll drive them in. You can see I've got it pretty much, I mean, don't look at the fence because the cables are still pulling, but you can see I got kind of a straight line going on here. I had a string here. All my posts pretty much a level except for that one right here, but that's because that T-post is in the way. But you can see I use this, I can't tell if I'm pointing at it or not because it's sunlight, but right across here is another strap. I was pulling the cage closer so I can set my T-post straight. My T-posts are exactly 4 feet apart. So, which is great. So it's a 4-foot opening. You can see how high it is. That's about 6.5 feet tall. Works great. So I'll go ahead now and back back that ratchet strap off, back those other two off, remove them, straighten out the fence a little bit here and there, get it set right, and then set T-post clips on these 5 right here. Kind of looks great. Move my dirt around. That looks good. The only thing I do now is cut that fencing down there, and the door I have laying over here slides into this, and I'll have to cut that down too to fit this opening. So that's my last thing I need to do. Looks great. 4 foot wide. Should be a nice clear garden spot. I can walk all the way through it all the time with no issues at all. Probably should have done it to begin with, but hey, we learn, we never fail. We always learn not to do it again that way. All right, guys, let me get this doors cut and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, there it is. We're done. I got that back end cut. I got my front door cut. It's all looking really good. Yep, and all we gotta do is take this and slide it on over. Put it between that rail, and that's all I do. Well, guys, this one's done. Now I need to get other projects going and get some of this planting done in here too. Get that done real soon. All right, y'all have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.